Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Thursday. It's 11 o'clock.
It's bearded Barry. There'll be fun, there'll be games, there'll be craft and a beard. We'll be learning about Jesus. All on bearded Barry's Church TV.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to BBCTV, Bearded Barry's Church Television. We've got about half hour or three-quarters of an hour of fun this morning. We're going to meet James in a bit. We're going to have our game with him. Then we're going to have our Where in the World game. It's a really good one today. It's fascinating. Something I never knew about this country. So we're going to be doing that a little bit later on. Then we've got our Jesus fact of the day. After that, we're going to continue with our craft, our hot air balloon that we've been making over these last couple of weeks. And today, for it, you're going to need some string. You're going to need a paper straw or plastic straw if you've got a straw. String, scissors, maybe a needle. We're gonna kind of put the basket onto the balloon today, so that's going to be fun. And it's going to be a really good show. So how are you guys doing? Let us know in the comments who's watching. Who have we got here? Hey, there's Rachel, Erin and Evie are back. Hi guys, great to have you here. Started to catch up with these and can join live on a Thursday. That's fantastic. Good morning to you guys. Great to have you back. If you've catch up with the ones you've missed, because we've been doing our hot air balloon, and then you can see what we've been doing. And then we've got from Jenny, hi from Evie and Mina, not mummy. Hi Evie and Mina, great to have you guys with us as well. That's fantastic. Oh, it's like the old gangs back. Awesome. Great to have you guys here. Right. Well, we're going to see James now. So James has just finished his morning lessons. Good morning, James.
Morning.
Good morning. And so you've just finished your morning lessons, and you're on your sillily.
Sillily.
Is that a word? It is now. You're on your silly timed lunch hour.
Yes, I'm not hungry because it's 11 o'clock, and that's ridiculous.
And you've probably just had breakfast.
I wish.
11 o'clock for lunch hour. It's crazy. As I said the other day, Freddy's is at 1:15, which is crazy in another way.
But, so early. And then it just means that I don't really eat anything at lunch or lunchtime. And then it gets to a sort of about 12, half 12, and suddenly I'm really hungry.
Yeah. And then you go eat during lessons, which is something you've probably told your kids at school.
Yeah, they're not allowed to do.
Not allowed to do it.
No, they're not allowed to do it. Otherwise, they get in trouble. They are allowed to eat fruit during first lesson or tutor time.
Oh, that's good.
Brain food.
Brain food. That's good. Yeah. I don't know. I need to check with Freddie whether they're allowed to do that. I'm not sure. I haven't heard of that one, but that is a very good one.
Obviously, at the moment, they can eat whatever they want anytime, because how would I know?
Exactly. Right, James, I can't remember what the score is at the moment on...
No, I can remember, don't worry.
But I think you're winning.
3-1.
3-1. Okay, yeah. 3-1. And I'll let you go first.
I'm going to go A1.
A1. Okay, you've gone A1, which means I'm going to go...
Solid choice.
Solid choice, obvious choice, but not always the right one.
No. I will go C3.
You're going C3. Never has there ever been such a stressful game of noughts and crosses.
I can see the tension in your eyes.
It's because I never trust you.
That was a mistake, Barry.
I think it's
I'm going to go A.
Oh yeah. Where are you going? A2?
No, A3.
No, A3.
I'm blocking you off.
Yeah, I've done the same thing again, James. I've done the same thing. Oh man, so I've done that, which means you're going to go B2 and then
80.
A2. Ah, James has won again. Right, I'm going to start this time. I'm going to go A3.
I will follow the Barry method and go B2.
You're going to go B2. You're gone B2, so I'm going. Well, I'm going to see if this works. I'm not sure. I can't remember what you did now. I think it might have been. Anyway, I'm going C.
I will go A2.
A2. Okay, you've gone A2, which means. Oh, yeah. No.
Oh.
You did this before. And you did that before, and I fell into that trap.
I was so close. I thought you were about to, your pen touched the page, and I thought, I've got him.
It did. There's a little mark where I was about to do.
Does that count? Pens touch the
page. My game, my rules.
I will block you off then with C3.
C3, which means I'm gonna have to go. It's going to be a stalemate again. Stalemate again. This one.
No, I've won. You did it again,
Barry. I had two choices.
That'll be A1.
Oh man. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Do you know what? It's because I've only had one coffee this morning and I haven't even finished it. I'm not properly awake. It's 11 o'clock and I'm not properly awake. Well done, James. Well done. Well done for your win.
You were very generous.
Yeah, I was. I was foolish, I think the word is. But there we go. Apologies, guys, for that appalling game of noughts and crosses from me there. But there we go. Right. Moving on swiftly. We don't have any pictures today. Guys, if you want me to show your pictures, send them right in. Email me your pictures right here, barry@holysaviour.church, and I'll show them. If you've been making some awesome craft or been doing some baking or whatever you've been doing, I'd love to see some pictures. So email me some pictures in and I'll get to show them. But as we don't have any pictures, James, I think that means we move swiftly on to...
Where in the world? Where in the world? Where in the world? Big Barry.
It's the game everybody's talking about. Where in the world is Bearded Barry? So, guys, you can get on board with this as well. You can help out. You can have some guesses of where Bearded Barry might be today. As we started this whole thing off, with lockdown and stuff, we haven't had holidays and things like that. So this is our way of going on holiday from our very own homes, so we can see lots of different countries and places around the world that one day maybe we might get to see. I don't know what I'd love. I have to say, James, today's place I would love to go to. I think I've said that on most of them, but I'd love to go to this place. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I do need, like you said, if other people have any ideas, then please comment, because my geography is not great.
Charis, hi Charis, who made that jingle? So James did the jingle for the whole BBC TV. However, that jingle was made by my Freddie, who James thought it said, "Where in the world is Bald Barry?" And I thought it said, "Where in the world is Big Barry?" But Freddie assures me it's "Where in the world is Bearded Barry?" But yeah, it's all about the jingles. Yeah. Okay, James, this country we're going to today has a population of 106,766, give or take.
Okay.
And out of that 106,766, 98,000 are Christians. So 88% of the country is Christian. That probably doesn't help you quite at the moment. And this one isn't going to help you either, because the national sport, can you guess what the national sport is?
Is it football again?
Yeah, it's football. Yeah. Right, I'm going to show you a picture, your first picture. This is awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Vatican City. Sorry, I know that there's a delay, but it's just that comment came up directly as the picture came up.
Oh, really? Is there a? Oh, no, I'm sorry, Gus. It's not. That would have been a good shout, because that would have ticked a lot of those until I showed that picture. James, you can feed wild flamingos on the beach.
That's amazing. What do they eat?
They eat like a shrimp, crustacean that is pink, and that's where they get their colouring from. They are not naturally pink; they are naturally white. We did this a little while ago, I think, on Ignite. Yeah, they're naturally white, but all these crustaceans cause them to go pink. That's why possibly the ones in Marwell are not quite as brightly pink as these wild ones.
Oh, that is also an interesting fact.
It is an interesting fact, yeah.
I like that. Yeah. Still no idea where it is, though.
Still no idea? Okay. Let me tell you, let me show you another picture. This is lovely. Look at that. That is then their national dish. Their national dish is called keshi yena, and it consists of a large round ball of cheese stuffed with spiced meat, often chicken, served steamed or baked. And the traditional method of baking the dish is in an empty can of sausages, or by wrapping the cheese in plantain leaves.
I can't tell you how much I want to eat one of those.
Do you know what? I've searched the recipe, and I think I'm going to make it this week, because it looks amazing. The traditional way is cooking it in an empty tin of sausages, and I do know how much you like a tin of sausages, James.
I do. I'm a very cultured diner.
You're big tin of hot dog fans.
Love hot dogs. Yeah.
Evie and Mina, Costa Rica.
Ooh, that's a great shout.
That is a very good shout. It's not right, but it is a very good shout. Okay, I'm going to show you another picture, James. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Again, another country that is just full of colour.
Just trying to look at the flags.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to help you, but they might.
No. Okay, so the road sign looks a little bit almost British.
Shall I give you a strange clue that might take you off in a different direction?
Go on,
the currency is the florin. Now, this is when I was reading up. This got me a little confused. We've got another one in. New Orleans from Evie and Mina. I can see why you've said that because of the colours and that street. It does look a little bit like New Orleans. I'm afraid it's not that, though, but another great guess.
Is it? I don't know. Is it like? No, I don't think that's a florin. I'm really struggling on even the part of the world.
Yeah, well, yeah, because there's a big.
I was thinking like the West Indies, that like Barbados, Grenada.
Oh, my mum has come in with Mauritius. Good shout, but no, it's not. I've got another picture for you, James. This might also confuse you. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
I'd love to go on one of them. I've been on one of them in Amsterdam, but it wasn't quite the same. It wasn't open like that.
No. I suppose the weather in Amsterdam's perhaps not quite as good as it looks there.
Yeah, you would be right. Evie and Mina say Mummy is guessing. She hasn't guessed right yet, girls. Okay, the language spoken is Dutch.
Dutch.
Yeah, I know. This doesn't make it easier.
That explains the
florin.
The florin.
Yeah. Doesn't look very Dutch to me.
Where is the Dutch? Where did they conquer back in the day?
Jenny is also going Maldives. Good answer, but it's not the Maldives. And Sue has joined us. Hi, Sue. Turks and Caicos. Is that cake? Is that how you spell it? Caicos. Another good answer, but it's not that either. James, I'm going to show you another picture that I really like. So this is So James, if you were going on holiday to a beautiful beach like this, a lovely hot place, but you had to do a little bit of work, what would you do?
I would pick coconuts.
Do you know what I would do? I'd go here. James, this isn't a joke. This is a true thing. There is a beach where they have these desks, and all of these desks have Wi-Fi.
That has Wi-Fi. I don't believe you.
No, it's true. It's true. They all have Wi-Fi, and has there ever been a better Zoom background?
That's amazing.
We've got the Dutch Antilles in the Caribbean. Oh, that's a good shout. That's not the exact name I'm looking for, but that's a good shout. And we've also got Dominica. Oh, is that Dominica? Also a good shout, but not right. James, it's known as One Happy Island. That's the tourism tagline.
One Happy Island.
Yeah.
So it's an island.
Yeah.
So I see. I was thinking the Caribbean, but
On a clear day, you can see the neighbouring country, Venezuela, which is only
okay.
15 miles away.
Venezuela. I'm just trying to think which bit of South America that's in. Where is it?
I can tell you, it is one of the major producers of aloe vera in the world, and it's even known as the world's best.
Aloe vera.
That's actually going to help you, but
I am a big fan of aloe vera.
Oh, we've got another one come in. Bonaire. Good answer, but no, it's not Bonaire.
Did you say you had a musical clue?
I've got a musical clue. Okay, the musical clue is probably going to give it away.
Oh, okay. In which case, sorry, I was just.
Well, let me see if I've got. Okay, so this island,
right,
is a constituent country of the Kingdom of the Netherlands in the mid-south of the Caribbean Sea, or the Caribbean.
Okay. So it is the Caribbean. Can I list Caribbean countries? Like, I said Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago.
Got some more coming. Cozumel, no. Curacao, no. You guys are so close. You're so close. I've only got one clue left, and that is the song. I can play it for you. I mean, this could be a failure. I could play it for you.
Could you? Are you going to sing it? Is this?
No, I have some fellas to sing it for me.
Excellent.
I've got 5 guys to sing it for me. Would you like to hear it?
I'd love to hear it.
Oh, let me just see the comments. Oh!
Someone got it. Aruba.
Aruba!
It's Aruba. Oh.
Well done, Jenny. Oh, that took a while, that one, but yeah.
If I'm completely honest, I would never have got that.
No.
Well,
here is my music clip. It actually features in a song, James.
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Jamaica, off the Florida Keys.
It's the first word in the song, Aruba. Who knew Aruba was Dutch?
I think. Well, I knew they, from my extensive video game playing career. I played a few centered around the Caribbean, and I know they had bases and owned or whatever several of the islands there.
Ah, that's true. I think I know the game you're talking about. Yes. So Aruba, I would love to go to Aruba. The food looks good.
That cheese thing looks amazing.
The cheese thing, yeah. What's it called again? Keshiena. It's amazing. I'm going to make that sometime soon. Maybe for Bake Off. I don't know.
Well, just add a chutney to it.
I made my. Do you know what? I made my preserves yesterday for Bake Off. Great Britain Bake Off is on this Saturday at 4:00 on Zoom. Find out on Facebook how to join, and you can do a bake, and you can present it, try it, and see if you win. It's making a preserve and a bake. But I made my preserve yesterday, James. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. Have you? Is it a traditional one, or have you gone a bit avant-garde?
Well, it's traditional, as in it's using British products. I mean, I don't know. I'd say it's sort of a traditional sort of It was a relish rather than a chutney. So good for burgers.
Excellent.
Right, James, we've done Where in the World, which means it must be time for... We don't have a jingle for this, but we should have a jingle for this. Maybe I'll get you or George or Freddie on the case for a jingle for the Jesus fact of the day. So, for our facts of the day, our Jesus fact of the day, so far, basically, I've deconstructed Christmas, I think it's safe to say. We've said that that Jesus wasn't actually born on the 25th of December. We've said that there was no animals mentioned in the Nativity in the Bible. We've also had that Christ is not Jesus's surname; it's a title meaning the Messiah from the Hebrew word. Now, today's one, I'm sticking on that theme, James. Here we go. Jesus wasn't born in a stable. When thinking about the nativity of Jesus, for most Western Christians, Jesus was born in a stable surrounded by animals. Well, we know he wasn't surrounded by animals. They aren't mentioned in the story in the Bible, and he wasn't born in a stable. Many Bible theologians believe that Mary gave birth in an ordinary house, in a peasant's house. Now, I've also read in the past that what they probably did is they actually went back to someone of Joseph's family, a relation to Joseph, and because all the men folk were coming back because they had to register, and that maybe they were in the top on the roof of the house. You some have little sort of buildings, little sort of shack on top of the house because they have flat roofs, and they may have been up there. And I also think I have read, and I could be wrong, but I think I have read that those little buildings, flat roofs, can be translated as the word inn. So we say there's no room at the inn or whatever. So I don't know, but it's pretty much guess that wasn't born in a stable. And some of those houses as well downstairs were a room that they would have the animals in at night, and then they would take the animals out during the day. But it wasn't necessarily a stable. It was just like a room downstairs. So we don't know, but we're pretty sure that he wasn't born in a stable.
Wow. The nativity scene is looking very different.
It is looking very different. And I've got another one that keeps on with this theme for next Tuesday, because it's fascinating. I said it the other day, when you think you have this story in your head, you think, we do all the nativity plays at school and at church as well. We do them at church as well. But actually, when you really look into the words and into the story in the Bible, in the actual Bible, it can be very different, and it kind of turns it on its head a bit, and it's fantastic. It's really fascinating.
Yeah,
So that was the Jesus fact of the day. More next Tuesday. So James, thank you very much for joining us. It's going to be craft time now, so I'm going to do my craft, and you can get back to getting ready for your afternoon lessons after lunch.
Yes, 11:30.
What are you teaching after lunch?
I'm teaching BIDMAS, so orders of operations.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Exciting.
I struggle with those. I have to say that's not my thing. But good luck with that with your class, and have a great day. And I'm sure I'm guessing I'm going to see you on Saturday for Great Britain Bake Off.
Almost certainly, I'll be making some preserves.
Awesome. Well, I when I made my preserve yesterday, it did say it's best to be eaten after a week. So it's not going to be quite a week till Saturday, but it will last for 9 months, which is quite good. because I made 3 jars of it because I misread the ingredients.
Amazing.
Well, have a great rest of the day, James, and
You
I'll
too.
see you soon.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Right, that was James. That was good. I enjoyed that. Enjoyed the game. Good one there. Aruba. Enjoyed the fact of the day as well. And I've just noticed it's just started to pour with rain. So what better time to get on with some craft, because it's not a nice day to go outside. So we're going to do some craft. So we started off with our hot air balloon, the actual balloon where we did the paper mache. And then Tuesday, we did our basket at the bottom. And now I painted mine because I didn't start painting it, but hopefully you guys got on with that. With if you used some corrugated cardboard, and remember we ripped the top off the corrugated cardboard. Mine started to look a little bit like a dustbin, but never mind. It's not quite the basket I was hoping for, but it's still quite cool. And hopefully yours is looking really good as well. Now, what we're going to need is we're going to need some string or some cotton. I found this, and I think it's cross stitch thread. So I've got a whole bunch of this cross stitch thread. So I'm going to use that. And I said you're going to need a straw. The straw is useful as well. And we're going to possibly need a needle or something pointed. You've got to be really careful with this. But what you need to do is poke a hole at the top of your basket. And you want to. I already started mine because it takes a little while, but I've poked a hole in the top there, you can see. And then once you've done that, you want to do the opposite side, okay? And then once you've done that one, you then want to go around, and so you've got basically I've got a hole here, a hole here, a hole here, and a hole here. You like cutting it in quarters or segmenting it in quarters, okay? Now, that's the hole ready for that. That's where we're going to put our string. But first of all, we're going to put some string around or through the hot air balloon top. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut myself a length of string, and then I'm going to grab my hot air balloon, and you want to poke a hole right at the top, right in the middle, right at the top. And you need to be a little bit careful. You might need to put your hand through, but be very careful putting your hand through. Poke a hole through the top, and it should be fairly easy to do because remember it's paper, but it depends on how thick you did it. Okay, so we've done that. Now I'm going to poke a piece of string through that hole. Okay, then reach up and try and find that piece. Found that piece of string. Okay, now I've got that piece of string. There we go. Now I want to grab my straw and just cut a bit off, okay? Just a little bit like that off. Go back to the string, and you want to tie like a loop knot, okay? So I've tied, you can see it on my jumper there, tied a loop knot. I'll just do that again. So you go around, and then you poke a little bit through. It doesn't really matter what knot you do, but I'm doing a loop knot, and then you want to put the straw through that loop knot. Okay, so that your straw is dangling at the bottom of your piece of string. Now, when you pull that string back up, you can hang your hot air balloon just like that. There you go. So that means the straw will stop it falling through, coming through the hole, because you might do a few knots and then it'll pull through, but that will actually stop that from happening. Now, I need to get some more string. I'll just get the same amount. So I need to get 2 bits of string now. I'll go quite long. Okay. So I've got 2 bits of string that are the same length. That's quite important. Okay. Now we're going to thread that string through one of the holes. Might need to wet it just to help get it through the hole. There we go. That's through the hole. Once you've got it through the hole, you just want to tie that off. There we go. So that's one. And then you want to bring that string over to the opposite side and do the same thing. And then tie a knot. And then tie another knot, and there we go. We have the first piece of the string on there, the first piece that's going to hold it onto the balloon. And now you want to do exactly the same thing again with the other piece of string. Put that through one of the other holes. And then put that back through there. So that's done on one side. And then get the other end of the string. Do the same again through the last hole. There you go, one there. Okay, so now we've got the string like that. And then, you've got to be careful it doesn't kind of go in a knot like mine is at the moment. What I'm going to do now is, what you might find easier is to tie your balloon up. So I've got something to help me tie my balloon up here. Okay, there we go. It's fiddly with all this string, But there you go. So I've got my balloon tied up. Now you want to get your string. Now I know from the amount of string that I've done that mine is already too long, but that's okay because it's better to be long than short. And then what you can do is you can then shorten your bits of string. But I can see already mine's going to take a little while just to get that sorted. So I might have to do that a bit later on. But basically, you need to just be a bit, take your time in putting the string on. But basically, if we just don't see that back bit, there you go. That will be your hot air balloon. Okay. So spend some time and get into do that quite nicely. I'm going to spend some time a bit later on after this, and I'm going to work with that and put it up, sort the string out a bit better. But you can do lots of things with that. You could use your pot as a pen pot. You could hang it up. Use your pen, the pot as a pen pot. Maybe you've got some little toys you could put in there as well. Maybe you could have it in the kitchen or by the front door, and you could put a little note in there. So if someone's walking out of the room, they might see a note, take a note, and it might be a little thank you note or something, or a little good luck note or something like that. So lots of things you can do with your hot air balloon. So have fun with that. As I say, take your time with the string because it is a little bit fiddly. But I'm sure you'll do fantastic. If you make one of them, please, please, please send me a picture at barry@holysaviour.church. I'd love to see all of your artworks because it's always good to see what you guys are doing. And next week, I think we might have finished with that, unless I think of other things we could do with it. But we might do another craft next week, another longish sort of craft, and add to it in some way. Maybe create a scene or something. That would be fun. So there we go. There is the hot air balloon. But I'm sure yours is going to be fantastic. So, yeah, please let me see your pictures. I'd love to see it. Okay, we've come to the end of the show today. It's been great to have you guys with us. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for being part. Big thank you to James for joining us as well. Thank you for helping out in the game. Sorry you didn't get the answer right, but it was a tricky one today. It was a good one. But we're just going to finish right now with a prayer. God of love and hope, you made the world and you care for all creation. In this new lockdown, the world continues to feel strange. The news is full of stories about coronavirus. Some people are worried that they might get ill. Others are anxious for their family and friends. So be with them and help them to find peace. We thank you for the vaccines that are being given out. We pray for the doctors and nurses and scientists and those working to deliver the vaccines. And we pray for the teachers and everyone in key worker roles who take risks so that the world can carry on. And we thank you that even in these anxious times, you are with us. So help us to put our trust in you and keep us safe. And everybody said, Amen. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining. Just to say that, as mentioned before, this Saturday is the Great Britain Bake Off. It's always good fun. It's great to see everyone's different baking creations or whatever they've made. As I say, this week is a bake of whatever you want and a preserve, which is going to be an interesting one. So that's at 4 o'clock on Zoom, and you can look through Facebook to find the details of how to join us on that. That's always a good fun. And if you want, if you haven't made something, you can just come along and just watch and see the different things that have been made, because there's some fantastic bakes going on. And on Sunday is the Furnace, our children's work here online at the moment at church. We've got our new children's work, the Furnace. There's 5 different age groups. You can join that. That's also on Zoom. If you want to know, if you're not part of that and you want to know how to be part of that, it's great fun. It's for half an hour 9:30 to 10. There's the different groups have a story, prayer, activities, craft, all different things they might be doing. So join us for that. If you want to know how to join us for that, send me an email right here, barrett@holysaviour.church, and I will give you the information on how you can join and tell you what age group you'll be in and everything. It's great. We're getting about 30 children coming along to it at the moment, all on Zoom. So it's awesome. Such a good fun. So yeah, join us for that on Thursday. And we're just going to finish off with it's a thank you from Erin and Evie, and also Evie and Mina saying Nana and Papa got their vaccine. Awesome, great news. Let's get that vaccine out, get as many people as we can vaccinated. That is so cool. Brilliant. Right, what great news to end on. So guys, have a great rest of the day, and I will see you soon. We'll be back with BBC TV on Tuesday at 11 o'clock. So have a great rest of the day. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. See you soon. Bye, guys.